If you want to see how my husband prepared this delicious meal, keep on watching. Hey family, welcome back to the channel. Today we are making one of number 4 of our $5 or less meal. And today we are making saltfish with butter bean, also known as what, honey?
Bacalao or codfish.
Okay.
That may I tell you.
So this is a bag of saltfish, aka
Bacalao or codfish.
Now this is a pretty big bag. We bought this in the bulk store, but they do have it in your local grocery store for like $3, guys. A small bag, and that's all you need. But we eat saltfish a lot, so we bought a big bag. You're going to need a red pepper, a green pepper, a yellow pepper, tomato, scallion, onion, and thyme. Now all of these things you should already have in your pantry or in your refrigerator, so you don't have to go out and buy it. The only thing that you're going to have to buy is the saltfish, which is $3, and then you're going to have to buy a butter bean, a can of butter bean, which is like $1, and that's really it. So you're already spending $4, and that's it. Now you can use pretty much any seasoning that you want in your saltfish and butter bean, but these are the seasonings that we use. Of course, Everglaze, Old Bay, adobo, black pepper, and then we use coconut oil to saute the vegetables then, okay? So this is all the ingredients you're going to need, and then my husband is going to show you how to put it together.
Family, you see this? You see all that salt? The first I do, I just wash it off real quick, you know? That's a lot of salt.
So you rinse it off to get the salt off, honey?
Some of the salt, because you're gonna boil it anyway. Okay? Then I already have my boiling pot over here. Come check it out first, make sure you get into the pot. I have my boiling pot of water already. It's already boiling up, so I'm just gonna drop them in there. See? Boneless. This is the boneless one. They have also with bone too, but this is boneless. But people don't like bone.
It makes it easier to eat.
You know, so I don't want a piece more saltfish because I love enough meat in my things, you know.
Oh my gosh.
And just drop it in there and just start bubble up.
So how long do you think it should boil for, honey?
I boil it for like about 25 minutes to 30 minutes, but I boil it twice though to get out all the salt. And this you don't need to add no salt to it because it's already salty. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I boil it like twice, like 30 minutes, and then I put it back again. I taste a little bit, then I put it back again, and then boil it again. Okay.
So again, guys, remember my husband, he freehand, he doesn't use a chopping board. And all you're going to do is just cut up all of your ingredients into your pot, or you can, if you have a chopping board, you of course cut it up on your chopping board and then transfer it to the pot. But he's making it easier for himself.
Freehand because I love it. I love when they big. I don't like looking.
So he's gonna go ahead and cut up all of the onion, some of the green pepper, red pepper, yellow pepper, tomato, and put some thyme in there, and we're gonna speed it up. Now, of course, guys, if you like your seasonings to be smaller, you can definitely cut it up smaller. We like to, we like the seasoning in our food, so we cut it up at a decent size. But again, this is your pot, you do what you want. We're just giving you the staples, which is, how we make it, and you can always change it up to whatever you want to do. Now, because this is a $5 or less meal, remember, if you don't have a green pepper, you don't have to use it. If you don't have a red pepper, you don't have to use it. If you don't have thyme, it's okay. But most people have thyme and at least a green pepper in their house. So those two things is just good. But we like to be extra and add these things, but that's because we have it in our refrigerator.
Yes, you don't have to.
Okay? So like I said, the only thing that you should be buying is the saltfish and the butter bean. And the saltfish is $3, maybe $3.50, and the butter bean is $1. So you're still under $5. And this can feed a family of 4. Okay, guys, and then as you can see, the saltfish is boiling up. And it's only been a few minutes that the saltfish have been boiling, but I just wanted to show it to you guys.
Right here, family, as I said in all our videos, if you never used coconut oil, jump on it. And also, this also could use for your hair too. You tell them already, First Lady? So right now, I'm gonna take some So, you know, drop it right there. That's good enough.
That's good enough.
Yep.
So you can do it either way. You can put the coconut oil in the pot first and let it get hot and then add your seasonings. Or you can do it like how my husband is doing it and just put everything in the pot like that. Turn the stove on, and while the coconut oil is melting, it'll start to cook the ingredients.
Cook it up.
Okay, guys? Ooh. That looks really good.
Yeah.
That's exactly how you want it to be.
Yep. Then now, my saltfish is finished. So I just take my saltfish, dump it out in here. Catch me. You catch me, first lady? Mm-hmm. Sure, catch me now. See? You got it?
I got it.
Okay. Okay now, family. First lady catching the masterpiece. I don't waste nothing. I need it all. Okay. Then I go like this. Break it a little bit, you know. Not too much, you know. It is already first lady. Now I go here. You know, the big boss Everglades. Gotta get it all up in there, you know. There we go. You know? Remember, you need to add no more salt to this. There's already saltfish right there.
That was adobo he just added?
Yes, black pepper. You should know that. Gotta get some black pepper in it, you know what I'm saying? Fish. Too much. And then, obey. Gotta have obey, you see me? Sprinkle. Then that's that. Now it's gonna simmer down for a little bit. Then, right here. I already cut the can, so you know now. Sprinkle it. Then, twirl a little bit.
Oh my goodness, that's gonna be so good. If you guys have never had this combination, you have to try it. So simple, so inexpensive, but so delicious.
Delicious. There we go.
So in this container, I have flour, just regular flour, all-purpose flour, and then I have cornmeal, maybe 1/3 of a cup of cornmeal, and then maybe a half a tablespoon, or no, not tablespoon, a half a teaspoon of salt, okay? And the way how you make dumpling is very simple. Now we put cornmeal in here just to give it, you know, a little bit more of a firmness, and the cornmeal gives the dumpling a nice flavor, and it tastes really good. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just mixing up the cornmeal and the salt in with the flour, and if I feel any big chunks of flour, I just break it up with my hands. It's simple. I don't measure when I'm making anything, especially dumpling. I just know how it feels. But I have some water right here, and the trick to making dumpling is you don't want to pour all of the water in at once. It's going to make it soggy and sticky, and that's not what we want. We want it to be hard and firm. So the first thing you do is just pour a little bit of water in it. That's it. And then you start to move the flour around. That's it. Move the flour around. And it looks like it's nothing right now, but it's working, okay? And you're gonna continue to do that. Add some water, move the flour around, okay? And you're going to do that until it forms like a nice ball, okay? Now guys, just to let you know, I've already thoroughly washed my hands. You definitely want to make sure that you're washing your hands properly, even under your nails, because this is something that, you know, you're using your hands to knead the dumpling, so you want to make sure your hands are as clean as possible. I wouldn't recommend using gloves. You can use gloves, but you want to be able to feel how the dumpling is supposed to form, and you're not going to feel that if you have on gloves. It's best to have, you know, just your natural hands. Now what you do want to do is you always want to get the sides. You want to get all this right here is going to be inside this. So that's the whole point of taking your time and making sure that you're kneading the dumpling properly and you're not rushing this, okay? Okay, and as you can see, that's all the water I'm going to need. And you just keep on kneading the dumpling. Let me just Get some space. And you're going to need this for about a good 5 minutes because you want it to be nice and firm. Okay. Now if you feel like it's a little bit sticky, just add a little more flour. No big deal. Just add a little bit more flour because you don't want it to be sticky. This is not like you're baking something. You know, you're gonna boil it. So if it's already sticky and it's not firm, when you make the dumpling, it's not going to be nice and firm. It's gonna be like softy. The dough to look, because it's not dumpling yet, it's just dough. I'm gonna wash my hands and then I'll come back. All right, guys, my hands are nice and clean, so I'm going to show you how to make a dumpling. So the first thing you're going to do, this is what I like to do, and the reason why I do this is so that you can have all of your dumpling the same size. So you take a piece like that, okay? It's a nice, decent size. You don't want huge dumplings. And what you're going to do is just back and forth like this in your hands, okay? And you just roll it a little bit, and you get a little ball, and I press in the middle, and then I start to push the ends out. I'm gonna bring it closer so you can see. You're gonna take the dough that's on the outside, and you're going to push it in. And then you're going to turn the dumpling, or the dough. Push it in, turn. Push it in, turn. Push in, turn. See? And by you doing this, it's starting to form a nice circle. Now, I've done this a lot of times, so I do it fast, but this is what you want. And you keep on doing it until you see a nice circle. And I think it's about done. And you see that? And then what you do is you turn it back on the other side like that, and you press down, just like that, and you turn it back around, and then you just gently push the flour or the dough, push the dough like that. And you see a perfect dumpling. And then you drop that in the pot, and dumplings doesn't take long to cook, so. And then if you measure it the way I told you, all of your dumplings will be the same size. Okay, I'm going to show you guys how I peel a green banana. Show you how I peel green banana. I have 4 green bananas here. You know, this is how they look. You want them to be nice and green. If they look like they're about to turn yellow, you definitely don't want that. So this is how my mother showed me how she peels green banana, and this is how her mother showed her. So this is what we do. The first thing you want to do is cut off the ends and the bottom. That's what we do. Okay? Simple. The next thing you want to do is you want to take your time and you want to pierce the skin. You don't want to go deep in the skin where it's touching the actual banana. Okay? So you just barely pushing the knife down. And you're going to do that all the way around the banana, okay? Just like that. See, the tip of the knife is only going in but to like this much, barely, okay? And the next thing I do is I use water to help me. I don't know why. I see my mother do it and it works for her, so what I do is I take the water while the water is running, and I just push my fingers just like that, and you see I make a space. I don't know if the water helps do that, but like I said, I saw my mom do this, and that's how her mother taught her, so this is what I'm doing. And I just take my fingers and push it under the skin, just like that, and you just continue doing that, using your thumb to just push under the skin, and it's going to come off on its own because you already use your knife to split the skin, and it helps you get the skin off easy. See that? And that's it. That's how you peel a green banana. Oh my goodness, that's going to be so good. If you guys have never had this combination, you have to try it. So simple, so inexpensive, but so delicious.
Delicious. There we go.
All right, guys, we will see you on the mukbang.